All right, so good morning, dear traders. Welcome to this lovely Monday morning. Of course, it's February the 6th. The time now is 8:30 South African time, of course, is that I'm working on because I'm in South Africa. All right, so I did miss the gold a little bit here. I'm not going to jump. Look, it came right back to the place where I thought it's going to come back to, right to this support over here. Um, but with the US doing better on the job list, I thought maybe it's going to hang around here for a bit, but we'll see. I'll probably pop down to a lower time frame and jump into the gold, but I'm going to wait for this one to see what it's doing. It looks like there's good buying pressure. I see nice wicks. I see engulfing candles. I see green, so it might. I'm hoping it does something like this where it pops around, and if it pops back into the zone, I will definitely jump in for a buy. The Euro USD. Let's just go quickly back to this one. I'm looking for a entrance into this one, but the reason I don't want to jump in actually is because with the jobless number coming out lower than expected on the US dollar, it might mean that this asset is going to break through this level of supply and demand, because that is not, to me, it's not a strong indication of buyers being there. This is a strong indication. We see long wicks and you see big green candles, then you know, okay, the buyers are there. But if you see this, small little candles like this, it means the buyers aren't there. Then what I usually do is I wait and I see. If I see buying pressure, if I start seeing long green candles and long wicks, then I know the buyers are there. But if I see this, I don't jump in, because this tells me that it might break down to the downside, and then I'll wait for it to break through, come back for a retest, and then I might jump into this for a sell position. All right, so I did talk about the gold. You see, that's what I like to see. Nice big wicks, big candles. Then I know the buyers are in this zone. So if this price, because I was a bit too late for this one, if this price decides to come back into this zone, back into here, I will definitely jump in for a buy position on the gold. The Australian US dollar. Now, I see nice big candles, engulfing candles. Now, I'm just waiting for this one just to pop back down a little bit more. If I see a higher low forming here, I probably am going to jump into this trade, but I'm going to give myself an opportunity. That's where trading becomes gambling or trading. If you just want to jump in because you see green candles and you see people are buying, no, you have to wait. Price must be where you want it to be. You have to wait. Be patient. There's always another trade. This is not your last trade. You have to remember that when you're trading, is there's always another opportunity, and tell yourself that, mentally tell yourself that if you miss this opportunity, like I missed the gold there, I did miss it. I would have liked to jump in there, but I missed it. So I'm not going to cry about it. I'm not going to jump in now, because if you now have to put a stop loss there, it is a far ways away. You're talking about a $20 stop loss. Now, on a small account, I can't stand to lose $20. It's not how I like to be. All right, so I just wanted to tell you guys that you have to mentally be prepared to wait for your opportunities. Yeah, also, it came right back to the 38.2. I see big rejections here. I see this, but I also see big rejections from that side. So I'm going to keep an eye on the NZD JPY. It's probably going to break through. I'm probably going to put a sell order in for the JPY, NZD JPY. I'm just waiting for it to see what it does. It's all a waiting game, because price needs to be where I feel comfortable with it. I want to have a small stop loss with big rewards. That's what I'm aiming for, and I'm willing to wait for it. If you don't wait for it, it means you're gambling. You're not trading, you are gambling. All right, to come back to the Aussie CAD, Australian dollar versus a Canadian dollar. You see this little bit of a a trend line over there. It did break through this trend line quite properly. So what I'm going to do now is, let me quickly get up to this one. I just want to show you guys what I'm going to wait for now. I just want to get rid of this Fibonacci there. Fibonacci retracement. Alright, so let me get back. Let me get to my Fibonacci tool. There it is. I'm going to draw from this recent swing high to the recent swing low. Now, because price is on its way down, you trace, you make your Fibonacci trace, your retracement tool from the top to the bottom. You go where price is going. Price is going down, so you start from the top and you go down. If price is going up, you drag your tool from the bottom to the top. Alright, just to explain to you guys how the Fibonacci works, I just want to drag it all the way out to there so I can see what's going on properly. Do that level. Alright, so I also know that my retracement is at the right places. Look where the previous jump was on that 50% retracement. Right way back up to there. Alright, so now I'm waiting for this one to come either to the 38 or to the 50. If I start seeing, I think majority it will come to the 50 and then start breaking down again. Once I start seeing rejection candles and once I start seeing wicks, like here you can start seeing wicks and a big engulfing candle, then I would jump in, but I would like to see it more higher, like at the 50 or in between the 50 and the 38. Once I start seeing rejection candles or wicks, then I'll definitely jump into this trade for a sell position on the Aussie CAD. Alright, so this is how I keep myself out of trouble. I don't just jump into trades. I wait for price to get to where I feel comfortable, where I don't have to have a big stop loss. Alright, small risk, big rewards. Just think about that, and you have to wait. Patience is a virtue, and remember, there's always another trade. Well, this is my trading ideas for this week. I was a bit late on the gold. Sad about that. I did have a order in here, but I took the order out because I thought, nah, I'll be there and I'll wait for it and see when I jump in and see what it does. Especially when the job loss came out on the US, came out lower than expected, which means good for the US, which means bad for gold. If the dollar does good, the gold goes down. If the dollar goes down, the gold goes up. All right, just to explain to you guys what's happening there. Okay, but I do see good rejections. I'm waiting for this one to come back in. The NZD, okay. You see, I see there is buyers and there is sellers in this zone. You can see long wicks. So I'll wait for this one. The Aussie CAD. This is the one I'm thinking of jumping in, but I'm first going to wait for it to come either up to the 50 or to the 38% retracement, and then start looking for rejection candles. Start looking for sellers, because you'll know when sellers are there or when buyers are there. If you see this, you know, longer red candles, long wicks, then you know the sellers are there. Or if you see, you know, like this, long wicks and green candles, look at that, long wick, you know the buyers are there. That's what I wait for when I do my trading. Have a good Monday. I will keep you guys updated. Cheers.